2 points. One, in the 2018 Panchayat elections, 34% of the seats, Panchayat seats went uncontested. And the reason for that is that such was the fear against standing against Trinamool that there was nobody willing to come up and even put their names on the ballot. Given that fear, psychosis that existed just 2 years ago, the Trinamool can say what you are about the EC, but the opposition will say, hey, they don't fight straight, they don't fight fair. Point number one. Point number two, you spoke about the dynasty of the Adhikaris. Who helped create this dynasty? It's your party and your leader who now is finding fault with the Adhikari dynasty, whereas, sir, it is on your party's watch that the dynasty flourished.
Good. 2 points. If you're talking about Bengal, let me give you some stats about the BJP ruled state of Tripura. 74% of Panchayat seats went uncontested in Tripura. 74% ruled by BJP. The limited point I was making about dynasty, the limited point, because I'm sick and tired of hearing these lectures, especially against the Congress party and some other parties. Next they started with DMK about dynasty. They are the worst in dynasty. You don't have time on your program. I'll give you 22 crackling names now in government, all dynasty. And now you've got, so you have they've only taken it one step forward, Mr. Kanwal. They've only taken it one step forward. Don't throw that the cliche about glass houses and stones. Don't do that. And I think this talk of intimidation is dangerous. The gentleman who's campaigning here, by the way, there are two little pieces of news which maybe didn't get reported. One is that the great man, the tourist gang, Mr. Shah, his rally got cancelled today in Diamond Harbour. I don't know whether anybody reported it. It was on his schedule. Eventually, there was nobody. There were 750 people there. If he wanted somebody, we are very good hosts in Bengal. We'd have sent him a few thousand people. And in Diamond Harbour, in Joy Nogod, you get very good Joy Nogod in Mua. Mr. Kanwal, next time you come here, I will give you two. Joy Nogod in Mua. We'd have given him some Mua too, but he cancelled this program today. What are we to do? But on a more serious note, the Nandigram has seen 2007, I mean, that's part of modern Indian history when Mamata Di was there. This is a very, very clear battle. We get a fair playing field in Nandigram. BJP cannot win Bengal. BJP cannot win Nandigram. And one union minister, no names, who's fighting in Calcutta, he can never win his seat. These three predictions I'm making on your program.
But the fact is, regardless of what happens in Nandigram, the BJP has been able to lock down in the Nandigram harbour the most potent attack vessel of the Trinamool. Over the last 3 days and longer, Mamata Banerjee has had to harbour in Nandigram port. She hasn't been able to travel the rest of the constituencies. Yeah, she is your main attack vessel. The BJP says, okay, even if we in the end lose Nandigram, we've locked you in, and on 29 seats you didn't get as much time as you would have wanted.
Good. Yeah, you know, that's a good argument. First, let me give you three tidbits. When the candidature of Mamata Di, when she announced her candidature there spontaneously, there was no candidate and no MLA in Nandigram because there was no one there, so she announced it. The day she announced it, the ex-MLA candidate from there said he'll win by 50,000 votes, otherwise he'll give up politics. Number two, today the Home Minister of the country, he stated, PTI, who I trust, PTI carried a big story saying he's winning in a landslide. Now you're saying you were trying to push her into contesting in 2 constituencies. Listen to this theory. If she contests in 2 constituencies, then you will say she's weak. Then if she contests in the Calcutta seat, then you will say no, because she's not rural. You know, you want to win, what is 6 for 1 is half a dozen of the other. So this time Mamata Ji has said once and for all, you come and fight here in Nandigram. I'm not fighting from anyone else. Now you chase the narrative. Very interesting statement, again, which the Home Minister made yesterday. The tune changed. Yesterday at a press conference, he said, Nandigram is just one more seat. But I think, Mr. Kanwal, you know, what are we discussing? Shouldn't we be discussing on all the great work on health, education, infrastructure happened in Bengal, and all the promises? Demonetization was a hoax. 15 lakh in a bank account was a hoax. An in-plan lockdown was a hoax. Job promises were a hoax. You're doing Bangladesh now. You're going to Bangladesh. You have the worst record for Bengali Hindus. You put 17 lakh Bengali Hindus in detention camps in Assam. What have you gone and done now? So don't get into that narrative. We want to talk about, it doesn't matter whether you're Hindu, Muslim, Sikh, Christian. You get the blue card, which is the health card in Bengal, 10 crore people will get it.